My special guest tonight is one of the greatest athletes the world has ever seen, and certainly the most remarkable entertainer of our time. He'd be a sellout in Omsk, Ontario, or Oldham. Indeed, anywhere he cared. All that, and he's beautiful with it. But no matter what you may think about him, one thing is indisputable. In his chosen profession, the man's back where he belongs, at the top of the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, the heavyweight champion of the world, Mohammed Ali. I think they like you.
Good.
I saw in a paper, actually, this week that you've been voted sports personality of the world. Does that surprise you?
Yes, it do, because of the world. That's a big thing to be, you know, the #1 man in the world, because you got so many athletes and so many entertainers, and like Hank Aaron, for an example. I think he should have been voted that. He broke Babe Ruth's record. And it took him years and years and years and years to do that. And he's been playing baseball before I was even a professional fighter. And all I had to do was to go out and beat a man who had no skill, no class. Seriously, the man had no skill. I don't know why the world is so foolish to believe in him and think that I wasn't going to win. He only beat Joe Frazier, who was fat and off that night. He fought a Ken Norton, a fellow who was frightened, fought me, but they wouldn't fight him. Joe King Roman, the Puerto Rican champion in Japan, who had no skill. He's never been over 5 rounds in the past 10 years. The man fights like a woman. He's wild, no class, no science, and ugly, and I just don't know why they think I'm so great now because I beat George Foreman. He wasn't nothing, no way. They underestimated him. I tried to tell you he wasn't nothing. So now they rank me the best athlete in the world. I mean, I would say that if they would say overall that I've done, if they're saying since I've been in the ring, I would say they're right. But I don't think just over winning that fight, they should make me the man of the year. When Hank Aaron, I think, should be people like him.
But you can't put down Foreman like that, you know, can you, Mohammed?
Because I did put him down.
Well, I know. I meant in the sense that, all right, he beat Frazier and he beat Norton. 2 men, in fact, who previously beaten you.
That's what I'm trying to say. Here's what I'm trying to say. You can't. This is up here.
Yeah, but both of them took you to good fights. Frazier a good fight, Norton a good fight.
This is how you.
And he demolished them.
No, he didn't.
He destroyed them.
No, he didn't. He just hit them with a punch that they didn't recuperate from. He called him. He didn't. He didn't. No, see, you all don't understand. Sonny Liston. Here's why the public are so dumb and ignorant at this point. Sonny Liston knocked out Floyd Patterson twice in 1 round. Then I fought Floyd Patterson twice and never knocked him out. But I knocked out Sonny Liston. It's the style. See, these men, Joe Frazier came out with his head in range. He's slow. He don't know how to lean back like I do. He don't know how to move. He got hit, and he don't have enough common sense to say, I'm hit. I better back up. He don't back up. He get knocked down. He don't have enough sense to say, millions of dollars involved, my heavyweight title, I'm a little draggy. It's easier to get knocked down again. I need about 20 seconds to cool off. They can't think that much. So right away, he get right up, and instead of retreating, he runs into another one. He get knocked down. He don't realize, I'm lucky. I got knocked down twice. I'm getting a 3rd chance. He gets up, and he runs back into another one. And he still haven't woke up. Oh, I'm down for the 4th. He got knocked down 6 times, and on the 6th time, he got up to walk right back into another one. Same with Ken Norton. I've been hit. Jaw's been broke. I stayed out of range for 10 rounds. I realized my jaw was broke. So what I'm trying to say, George Foreman is not really that great because he's never had a man who could hit him and get away, or a man who could get hit and take it, fall and get up and dance like Sugar Ray Robinson would, or Henry Cooper, one of your fellows, knocked me down. I got right up and got on the bicycle and started backpedaling. It's an art in dancing and retreating. They couldn't do that. They made Foreman look greater than he was. Now all of a sudden, is Foreman great now? Why people don't talk about George no more? Why they don't talk about his power no more? Why they don't talk about how murderous his great knockout record? All of a sudden, he's a bum. I mean, Nixon was in power yesterday. All of a sudden, he's running around like a vagabond in the wilderness. You understand? A heavyweight champion and the president of the United States can fall quicker than anybody. If I'd got beat, all the loud mouth, we knew it was going to come. Oh, he finally got it. George, he's finished. The lip is all washed up. He didn't have the stamina. The young Cassius Clay would have beat him. You understand? So I'm not going to let you off that easy. The man is a great fighter, and he was a great fighter. Ranked with those who are out there today. He'll knock Joe Frazier out now in one round. I probably won't. But he won't knock me out, see? Yeah. So he's not really that great. He only had you was looking at a mirage.
Well, how some mirage?
But to me, I don't see the mirage. I see the reality.
Well,
I just couldn't see no mummy catching me.
Huh.
You are intelligent. When they told me I had to come do your show, see, you're not as dumb as you look. When they told me I was going to do your show, it was an honor. People like you, David Frost, David Susskind, I like people that make me think. You talk, and you know, this is a brainy man. He's not just an ordinary fellow. You think it's easy, come take his position. You'll find out that I'm a witty person, and it's kind of hard to talk to a man like me. You understand? And I need people of wisdom such as myself to make me think, to keep me going. And so what I'm saying is, I'm
glad you can remember what you're saying. Well,
I forgot what I was going to say.
You made a take-up a bid for the show, but I don't see why you should do that because you've done it already, twice. Let me ask you something else. You're a great athlete, as I say, I think the greatest athlete I've ever seen. You're certainly one of the greatest boxers that there's ever been. Why do you fight people who are quite obviously not in your class?
For example, who?
Well, let me put an even better question to you. Do you mean?
See him get off of that?
No.
Oh well, let me put it another way. Things are getting hot. You see him drinking that water.
I want a medal for coming on your show, don't I? Well, let's take Joe Bugner as an example. Now, I've seen Bugner fight.
Now, somebody told me something that they don't like the way you write about Bugner. They said you put that man down. That's a shame. The British can't even unite. Look, you got a good white hope here. You can build the man up, give him some confidence, and might make him be better than he is. You can't attack him and all other people attack him. He's representing England, and you should stand up for him. He's your champ.
That kind of thing cuts no ice at all. The fact is the man's got no class, right?
He's got more class than George Foreman. Joe Bugner's a better fighter.
Well, I tell you,
I didn't knock out Joe Bugner. He went 12 rounds with me. He went 12 rounds with Joe Frazier. Joe Bugner's a good fighter.
There's been a lot of people you've not knocked out.
He must have stole your girlfriend or something. Why I'm trying to figure out why you getting on Joe Bugner like that.
Because you see, I admire in boxing, like in any other sport, I admire grace and I admire skill more than anything else. And I'm not putting Joe Bugner down at all. I think Joe Bugner's a very nice man, a decent fellow and all this, but I don't think he's got any talent in the ring. And I think to ask Joe Bugner to fight...
That means I'm nothing. You mean a man can go 12 rounds with me and got no talent? Well, I hit him with everything.
You didn't hit him with everything.
Who didn't hit him with everything? I got the films. That was a hell of a fight, me and Joe Bugner.
So how good do you think he is?
He's good and high as he ranked in the world. I don't know.
About number what, 4, 5?
4.
4. Right.
He's that good. The top 10 best heavyweights in the world, he's the 4th best.
But what's the gap between number 4 and number 10? Or number 3 and number 10? It's a big gap, because, I mean, if you go from 3 to 10 downwards, there's some right dummies in that one, isn't there?
Yeah, so what are you trying to say?
Well, what I'm saying is that there are 3...
Can you box?
No,
Have you ever boxed?
No.
Well, why do you know so much about boxing? You got a good television. You have a good television show, and you good script man. Well, won't you stay out the ring?
Listen, if you applied that to everybody, nobody would go and watch you fight. I mean, is it necessary for me to watch you and admire you?
No, they come to watch me fight because they don't know how to fight, and they never could be fighters. They admit and they submit to the best, and they come to see you. Now, you're an expert on it. No, they don't all try to be experts on boxing. You know about the number 10th man, the number 4th man, the number 3rd man, and all of this and the gap and all of that. You've never been in the ring. It's hard. It's not easy. The man is ranked number 4 in the world. You trying to tell me he don't deserve that spot at being number 4? You trying to tell me he can't beat the number 10th man?
What I'm saying is he can't beat number 3, 2, and 1. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so that's right. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Well, but if
he's not such a bad man. I'm the champion and can't none of them beat me. That don't mean they're nothing. He's the number 4th man. He's young. He's getting better and better. A few years ago, Buckner was a kid coming around the gymnasium sparring with me. All of a sudden, now Buckner's the 4th ranked man in the world. Hell, I'm getting old. I might soon drop out. George and Frazier took a heck of a pound, and he can't take that much more. Foreman might just get disgusted and quit from what I'm hearing. Buckner might soon be the next man, ranked number 2, and then for a title shot. We don't never know. Let him grow. You won't let the man even grow. Who, have you always been on this television show? You was a little old hustler running around before you came up here one day. Now look at you. Suppose somebody told you. Suppose somebody told you. Suppose somebody told. Did anybody tell you you'll never be nothing, and you're not as good as David Susskind, or you're not as good as Eamon Andrews, or you can't make it like Harry Carpenter? Anybody ever tell you that? Now look at you. You about number 1 man around here, but you had to work up. You destroying the man and talking about him and taking down for it. But see, people like you are good. It's people like you that make Joe Buckner train hard. Because one day, curly-haired, handsome Joe Buckner is going to be the champion, and you're going to be Joe, but you come on my show. Joe gonna say, didn't I tell you what you used to say? Because they told me I didn't have a chance with George. That made me fight. They told me I didn't have a punch. Didn't they? They said I didn't have a punch. Didn't they say I didn't have a punch? They told me, that's right. That's right. They told me I didn't have a punch, but nothing. He don't know what I'll do. He's scared. No, but it's people like you. You're a good man. You speak your piece, and I'm sure that you wouldn't say what you say if you didn't mean it.
Right.
But I'll tell you one thing. Now, Joe, I'm working on a fight with Ron Lau, Joe Frazier, Joe Buckner, Henry Clark. We
all
don't
at the
know
same
who.
time?
No, we have to take the best deal. And we got all kind of offers from different governments, and the offers we have for Buckner are really nothing to what we have. One offers $10 million, one offers $4 million, one offers $2 million, and one is $6 million. $10 million was Frazier in a country like Iran. And all kind of offers. And the smallest is $2 million. And I can't even get $2 million for Buckner. And he's a rough fight. He's nothing to play with. He could cut you. He's got a flashy, fast punch. He's not that powerful, but he hits fast. It's too much involved. So I might have to take the bigger shots and look at him later. So I'm not saying all this just to fight Buckner.
Yes.
So if I want to fight Buckner, all I have to do is come here and tell a promoter I want to fight Buckner. And they will do anything I say to get it.
Yes. Do you think you'll retire as world champion?
I hope to. I can't really say, but I hope so. I don't think I'll be beat in the next 5 years.
Next 5 years? Well, then you'll be 37 then.
Right. Sugar Ray Robinson fought, he was 42. Archie Moore fought, he was 51. I'm greater than all of them.
Yes, yes.
37 is young. Joe Walcott won his title at 37.
But how much more difficult do you find it to keep in trim the older you get?
It's not difficult. It's just hard because having money and knowing that you don't have to get up early in the morning, knowing that they're having a party down here and all the foxes and all the pretty ladies are going and they're dancing, and knowing you have to go to bed and you hear the music playing, can't stand it, baby. And you want to get up and go and just, that's the hard part. But when you were hungry and didn't nobody know you, you were scuffling, and then it was kind of easy. I had to do. But now I know I don't have to do.
Yeah.
Got 2 of you all's best cars, Rolls Royces. I drive them. I don't walk no more. I gain weight quick. And my wife is always cooking good food, and I live good, and I make plenty of money. I'm all kind of offers. And it's hard to get up and go. I should be running. I'm 12 pounds heavier now than I was a month ago this time.
As quickly as that,
yeah, some people gain, some don't. I gain.
Yeah.
So, but if this wouldn't have happened 10 years ago.
Did you always know, Mohammed, that you were going to be a famous man? Did you feel from an early age that you were special?
Yes, I didn't know I was going to be. Yeah, I always wanted to do something to help my people in their cause. And I always wanted to be famous where when I talk, I would say something, they would listen, I would get attention. Like the average man, something can happen and nobody would know about it. But I could say something and it's world news. Zaire, country in Africa. I never knew about Zaire, and I bet my life people out here never heard the word Zaire. It's one of the richest countries on the planet, and they've been independent 14 years. President Sisi, Mobutu Sisi Seko is the president. I couldn't even pronounce his name, never heard of him. All of a sudden, now everybody in the world knows Zaire because 2 men fought there. So there's a lot of things I can do like that. So like, for an example, I could say something now if I want to get over a point that I couldn't if I wasn't who I was. So I want to be famous for that reason, not for greedy or selfish reasons for myself, but to help my people in their struggle.
How much do you think you help your people?
I don't really know. It's up to the individuals, and you can't never see it. And a man who truly does something from his heart don't look for thanks, nor do he look to see the results. He just do it. And whoever can take it. And if I say something, it's in, as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Then I would say, whatever people think of me is in the eye of the beholder. So people look at different things. You'll say something, some will say it this way, some will say it that way, some will take it as good, some will use it to help them. So it's just up to you to take it. Like for an example, I would say our religious leader in America, Elijah Muhammad, leader of all the Muslims in America, who's converting our women, cleaning up our people, giving them high morals, teaching them their names, their language, their culture, where they were from before they were made slaves. His teachings is so powerful, it has now reached here in London, England. He don't know it exactly like that, but he said something that 2 black sisters from here heard. They took off their pants, they took off their miniskirts, they wear the long robes down, the headpieces. They're just like the Muslims in America, and they follow him through his word. So what I'm saying to you is what I have heard, what I'm saying, I don't know who I'm influencing until they themselves stand up.
What's wrong with miniskirts? What's wrong with hot pants? I mean,
well, see, this is a European design thing, but righteous people, you go to Saudi Arabia and tell a woman to put on miniskirt. Go to Zaire, Africa, and have the women put on short dresses. They'd be fine. They're locked up. Go to Pakistan, or go to all throughout black Islamic Muslim countries. Number one, I have a wife and she's walking around with a skirt up to here. And then what's happening? Well, why do I want everybody to see her? What's a man? People looking and winking, they lusting for her, all kind of freaks and no good people on the streets. Why do I want my wife? She can't bend over because the panties show if the wind blow. Horses show the behind. Cows and animals and mules. Human beings don't walk around with the behind out. Savages walk around with the behinds out. And my wife's behind ain't for every man to look at. You understand? So it makes a lot of sense. So how can I protect my woman if I'm walking down the street, she's half naked and some sadist run up and grab her? Hell, I shouldn't have put out there. If I got merchandise I want to sell, I put in the window for you to see. So if I want my wife, why do I want everybody to see my wife? What's private? What's mine? Everybody looking at her. Which means what's wrong with it? How can you have a wife or somebody you love? Anything God made precious, nature hides it. You cannot find diamonds easy. You have to dig and dig and dig, and then you got to work to clean them. You cannot, you cannot find, listen, you cannot find gold. Everything God made valuable, he made it hard to get. Pearls, rubies, and ain't my oil. You have to dig, and half the time you don't strike. Everything God created that was valuable, he made it hard to get to. Ain't my woman more important than some diamonds and some oil and some gold when she's the field which produced my sons and daughters? Why should she walk around all nude in all of these design clothes? Her breasts is out. She's on the beach wearing clothes that show more than her panties when she go to bed. That's right. People just might as well come out with a brassiere on and her panties. She'd be more covered up than she do in the European style with just something covering up her nipple and just a little old G-string over, and she's walking out on the beach naked. These are savages. How am I have my daughter, my wife, or my woman walking around for her man? Ooh, look, I could do. Boy, if I could get to her. What I want that for? She's mine. What do you mean, what's wrong with walking around half naked? That don't look bad to you because you're of the European nature, and the black people are righteous, and the Europeans have made them unrighteous.
But look, before you go on, there are lots of black tribes who nudity is their dress. They walk around naked. There's nothing wrong in that either.
They don't look at it like you do, and I don't know enough about them. They were savages.
They're not savages. Yes, there's some break. There's some. We were all savages at one point.
They were savages, and we don't style after them. You're talking about the ones who went out into the jungles and started living a beast-like life. We know all about the history of Africa and how it started and this and that, but there are the civilized people there too, and these are the ones we pattern. I want you 2 people to stand up and take a bow to show you how our women dress and how my wife
sure,
dress
that'd be interesting. Let's look at
the sisters stand up who've been converted to our movement in America. This is where our women dress.
Can we put the lights?
These are our women right here. Do that look bad to you? Ain't that beautiful? And that's the way the black woman should look. That's the way she should walk around. That's the way our women look. They are sisters who were converted through the Mohammed Speaks newspaper. These are thousands and thousands and thousands of women in America. In every city, you'll see this take place in the day. You understand? They're clean. They serve God, Allah. They don't serve some English clothes designer. They serve God, and they're proud of it. And what's wrong with that? You ask me what's wrong with a miniskirt? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
What man wouldn't want his woman covered up? He can go to work knowing that she ain't somewhere flirting. Some man chasing down the street for her behind part. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
No.
So there's something wrong with that, though, showing it all.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all.
You don't think there's wrong with it?
No, not at all.
You don't? No.
Not at all.
That's because you're white.
That's
because your nature's not righteous. Listen,
it's not because I'm white and you're black. I mean, that's nonsense, and you know it.
Your nature is not righteous.
How do you mean my nature's not righteous?
You said you don't mind your woman walking half naked.
You're making some incredible assumptions about me.
You tell me you don't. It's the truth. You're telling the world on television.
Have you got the priority on the truth?
Yes,
you know the truth more than I do?
The truth is that you don't mind your woman walking around half nude.
Sure.
You don't mind it?
No, of course not.
Well, then that means you're not righteous.
But look, let me put a point to you.
Half nude?
Let me put a point to you.
And you're a Christian too?
Let me put it... No,
Christianity shouldn't mean back
I'm in
then.
fact a non-believer, if it comes to that.
Oh, well, now I understand why then. You're a non-believer.
No,
I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I'm sorry, you're a non-believer.
You can't say just because a man belongs...
If you're a non-believer in God, then I understand why you don't care about morals or nothing.
I believe in my own kind of God, like a lot of people do.
Right.
I believe in some kind of being.
God created man in his own image, but you make God in your own likeness.
Well, that's, I mean, we can all quote cliches like that. But let me put a point to you from a book written by a by a friend of yours.
I'm serious. I've never hit a man on television. Were you all feminine? I might go to jail, but I don't care. Are you feminine? I'm serious.
let me put a point to you.
That's right.
Got some response from the audience over there now, so let's throw it open, shall we, to some people over there perhaps who might ask a question of you. There's a guy in the audience, in fact, up there, Brian Clough. Do you have anything to ask Mohammed Ali? I know that I'm sorry to spring it on you.
Mohammed, nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Are you having a nice time in England?
Yeah, all but now.
Well, I'm sorry about that. If it had been a fight, of course, in the last quarter of an hour, you blew your top and you would have lost. You lost your cool with Michael, and he would have won.
No, I don't want to lose my cool. I want to tell the truth. There's a lot of black people watching this. I want them to hear all this.
How long?
I know what I'm doing. This show's going to be played all over the country, and a lot of my people are going to see it, and it's going to help a lot of them. I'm not losing no cool. I'm just telling the truth.
How long are you staying in England?
And I'm getting out here tomorrow evening.
And if you go back, are you going back with anything that's good from us?
Yes, I'm going back knowing that this is still the country that supports me. The people, when they took my title, England and the fans of England never recognized the other champions that they made. I have more fans. I'm really confused. I don't know where I'm followed the most and admired the most. Here are Africa. I cannot walk the streets of England. Women, men, European, these are English people. I cannot be mobbed. I don't look like it look like the more I talk to people like him, the more fans I get over here. You understand? I understand you had a show once where they played it 4 or 5 times, biggest show he's ever had, because we talked about truth. People want to hear truth. People are tired of going to church waiting till they die to go to heaven and hearing all these old lies. And people want to hear truth. People want to hear somebody tell it like they feel, want to hear questions answered, and that's why they like me, because I do it. So I have many fans there who recognize truth and who like me for that reason, and all of this will be on my mind when I go back.
What about anybody else? Sir, you there?
Are you going to teach your son to be a fighter? Are you bring him up to be a fighter?
No, sir. My son is already, he's 2 years old, and we want him to learn 3 languages: Arabic, French, and Spanish. My son is going to, by the time he's where he is, we in America would have had what we call our independence by now. The separation we preach would have been taking place in maybe another less than 10 years. This is going to happen. God's going to force it. By then, he's going to be a hope to be a world traveler and interpreter, talking to other people. In French, many African people speak only French. Many darker people speak Spanish, and he's going to have to do a lot of traveling, ambassador work, and doing different things I plan. And I'm he's learning these 3. He's 2 years old, and we're getting him ready now for Arabic, French, and Spanish. And so he ain't going to be no fighter. He's going to use his brains.
Why not? Why wouldn't you let him be a fighter?
Well, for what?
Well, I mean, you're a fighter. I mean, why would you
I had to be a fighter.
You would have been something else, would you?
If I could have went to school and got an education and could speak, say, 3 or 4 languages fluently, and got a good trade in life,
Yeah.
I forgot all about fighting.
Would you?
Yeah.
What did you, when you were at school, I mean, did you miss out on education?
No, I didn't miss out. I wouldn't learn. I didn't know the value of it. I was a little black boy in Kentucky, didn't know nothing about it. I'd be on your show, didn't know nothing about it. I'd be a world champion, playing hooky, playing with the girls, not just going to recess and eating lunch and joking, not knowing the value of education like many children do today, never thinking that one day I'll have to feed myself, didn't have no idea of profit and getting out and making money like a lot of children do. And time went by and I graduated and I won the Olympics and they put me out just because I could fight. And my mind was mainly on sports. They just let me go. Now all of a sudden I find myself having trouble reading things, looking at contracts. I got to hire lawyers to watch lawyers. I know the value of education now. So I'm going to brainwash my children now. My daughter's 6 years old. She speaks Arabic, English, and Spanish.
That was
She's
interesting.
6.
In fact, when you left school, Mohammed, in fact, were you in fact semi-literate in the sense that you had difficulty reading? Could you read properly?
No, not that type of literate. I have a wisdom that can make me talk to you, an educated man, on any subject, and if the audience or the people listen, they'll say I won. Now, I'll say this. No, I'm serious. I have the type of knowledge that Jesus had, Moses had, Abraham, Elijah, Muhammad. Men are illiterate according to your educational standard. Moses was so illiterate he couldn't talk. His brother Aaron talked for him. Jesus was a carpenter. Noah a lot. All of God's prophets were uneducated men. This is why he chooses them, because he wants nobody to take the credit for his success. He's God. He takes them empty and teach him. So I've been taught by Elijah Muhammad. I studied life, I studied people, and I'm educated on this. But when it comes to reading and writing, I'm not. I may be illiterate in that. But when it comes to common sense, when it comes to feelings, when it comes to love, compassion, heart for people, then I'm rich.
Yeah.
I wrote something once that says, where is man's wealth? His wealth is in his knowledge. For if his wealth was in the bank and not in his knowledge, then he don't possess it because it's in the bank. You understand? My wealth is in my knowledge. See, I'm a boxer, and I'll challenge. I love to come on your show because you ask me good questions. I really like a man like you. You asked me a question here that was good. Man, you didn't write that. It was already in the book. You just brought it out. You found that. See, ain't nobody else wise enough to go find that. See, I like people like you. You make me think. You keep me sharp because I'm a spokesman for my people. And I want to represent my people. And I don't want to be a bad representative. I can't be blind because the blind lead the blind. They all fall in the ditch. So I need people like you to match with them. George Foreman can't talk to you now. Joe Frazier can't talk to you. You'll eat him up. How you feel, Joe? I'm in 6 miles every day. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm in left hand. I got 2 hands. You know, I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. I want to be intelligent, nice looking, get my briefcase and fix up and dress up and put my bow tie on and go give a nice lecture at Harvard University on the intoxications of life, or have a lecture entitled The Purpose of Life, or The Art of Personality, or The Journey to the Goal in Life, or like The Heart of Man, all type of lectures, The Solution to the Black and the White Conflict, religious draft. You understand? I like to study, and like what you hear now, things people never heard. I could go on and on and on different subjects. You understand?
Angelo Dundee once said about you that you could have been anything that you wanted to be.
And I don't know, not just anything, but I think I could have tried. I can't say
well, it goes back to this thing that supposing you have a remarkable mind. You're very quick. And obviously, if at school you'd have bothered about learning, you would have learned.
I would have, right.
Fine. So there you'd have been in a situation where you could have been a professional man, a lawyer, a poet.
I believe I could have. I started boxing at 12 years old.
Yes, but I'm just.
And then I loved it so well, I just quit. I forgot all about school.
But then I'm just putting the point to you. Do you think if it had been different, and if you had studied at school, what might you have been then?
I'd been like Martin Luther King, or I would have been, if I got a lot of schooling, I'd been an integrator. I wouldn't be a rebel. What you call it. I wouldn't be speaking for the minority group. I wouldn't be speaking for my people. If I got really educated, I had more of a white mind. You real educated people, it's hard to convert them to taking a stand. Real educated people, it's hard to change their minds to give up wealth. They don't believe in a God, a lot of real educated people. But they don't believe in a God. Once they get really educated, they don't believe in God. It's the poor people who believe in God and go to church and believe. But real educated man gets so wrapped up with books and education and knowledge, and he knows why things happen. He don't believe no more in supernatural. He don't believe no more in spirits or God or this and that. So if I'd gotten real educated without this teaching of black, I'd be just like the type man Sammy Davis Jr. is, or Sidney Poitier, or somebody like that.
You don't like them very much?
No, they're my brothers. We get along good. We argue all the time about women. I get real mad all the time when I see them with other women than their own.
Really?
Oh, we fuss all the time.
Really?
Yeah, me and all of them. Dinah Curl and Bobby McNairn, Leslie Uggins, Chubby Checker. We fuss. We have a lot of fights. I say, man, why come you don't... all of these beautiful black women, brown, cream, tan, yellow, chocolate, all kind of shapes, all kind of figures. After you get rich, why don't you come to the ghettos? Why don't you come see your people? Why are you always in the Waldorf Astoria Hotel or the Americana? All your girls are blonde and brunette. Why you don't promote your people? We are down, we're catching hell. You one or two brothers that are out of the mud. Why don't you represent your people? And we just fuss all the time. Oh, I feel so good. I'll pray tonight, and God will bless me, I hope, because I done a good deed today. I done sacrificed all my wealth, all my fame, said what I want to say in a strange land, going back to a worse land, and don't give a damn. So Allah blesses me. That's why he says George Foreman fall, because I prayed for about 1 hour tonight to fight, facing east. I prayed to Allah to give me power to beat this man, not for myself. Oh Allah, let me beat this man, not because I want the money, not because I want to show off. We got people in the mud, they're scuffling, they're striving to be free. If I'm the heavyweight champion, I go on television. I can look at people like Sidney Poitier, all the black movie stars, all the black singers who are kissing everybody's whites behind. I can stand up and say, you can be free, you can be black. Look at me, I'm the heavyweight champion. Can't nobody stop me. Please, God, let me whoop this man for me. I'm representing Elijah Muhammad, who's your messenger in America, teaching our people freedom. Let me represent him. God, you want your man successful, Elijah Muhammad. You want your people to be free. I'm one of them, and I'm fighting in your name. And after the fight, I said, praise due to Allah. I thank Allah, because Allah made me successful. See, so when I go in the ring, everything I do is to fight, see.
What happened to Allah when, in fact, you lost?
Well, what happened to me, not what happened to Allah.
You prayed, presumably, before those
yeah,
fights.
I prayed, but I prayed only the day before the fight, not every day,
yes.
like a month or two before. I didn't live like I should. I was nightclubbing. I was around people I shouldn't be around. I took it for granted, and I was clowning in the ring, and I didn't do as I should do. I didn't train as I should do. Everybody know I wasn't in shape for the Sacker Norton fight. I was in a nightclub with Howard Cosell out all night before the fight. The press even wrote about how I wasn't living clean. That's when Norton broke my jaw. When I fought Joe Frazier, I was in Miami Beach joking and playing and not being serious, and we shouldn't play. I know why I lost those two fights. Where was I whooped him the second time, didn't I?
Oh, you did, indeed.
And then one Time magazine, that was a wise crack. Where was God? See, he just said, he had just asked me, where was God during the Frazier fight? Like God wasn't there.
I didn't say that at all.
You said, where was Allah? Go get the film and play it back.
If you say that Allah won you the fight, how come you lost the fight? You prayed the same way.
You didn't say that.
I did say
it now because I straightened you out. You're slick. You're slick. You're a wise man. You played there. You straightened it out now. But first, where was God during your second? If I didn't say nothing, you would have left it at that.
I asked you a question and you answered it.
Yeah.
There's no need to ask me the question back again or ask yourself the question back again. Listen, why didn't you ever, or have you ever thought about, you're talking about Poitier and people like that, have you ever thought yourself about being a movie star?
Yes, but I couldn't make the movies I want to make. We got 1 million black movies being made in America, and all of them are to belittle black people.
Belittle black people?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think I'm wrong? You want to challenge me?
I've only seen a couple, I wouldn't know.
And which ones you see? Can you remember the name?
Shaft movie.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing.
And I saw Cleopatra Jones, I think
that wasn't nothing
called.
Either.
No, well, they were just fun movies. Huh?
Not just, The wise man who makes them know what he's doing. He's lulling black slaves to sleep. Black women on television with their titties out, kissing on each other and walking around in the nude scenes and in the beds with white men. They low-rate black people, always cussing, son of a bitch, and so and so and so and so. They show the worst of black society. Superfly, the dope, and the hustlers. Cotton Comes to Harlem. Every movie they make is for black people to show them down. Charlton Heston makes good movies. Clint Eastwood makes good movies. I don't make movies because they use black people to keep black people down, and that's the latest trick bag they got, making black people think they're stars, putting them in bad movies. They won't put me in no movies, won't put me in none of them, because if I make a movie, it's going to have to be like Ben-Hur. If I make a movie, I'm going to have to be Moses in the 10th Commandment. That's right, like these faggots. They pick a lot of faggots to play big men. And then they take big men like Jim Brown, our great football player, and put him in movies and make him a faggot. Yeah, I'm too trick. I told you I'm too slick for them tricks. Elijah Muhammad, who's from God, has taught us a trick and a teaching wiser than that you have been giving us. So when you offer me deals, I look at them. When you say things and read things, I lay back and see why's your motive for doing it. And then I attack you on that basis, but I'm crazy.
Because I want to find out about you. That's why I ask you questions. Yeah, they're not hostile.
You not just want to find out about me. You can find out about me in private. You want to find out about me in a way where I can't defend myself in front of the world.
No, I want to find out what's different between...
Anybody wise, I know what I'm talking about. I'm glad these people are intelligent regardless of who they are and what the color they are. They know, they see what you plan, and they know what I'm saying is right after I explain it. Your thing is to get me on this show, ask me something that I can't get, and have me looking like I can't even represent myself and what I believe. I don't know what I believe myself, but you can't do it. A little too wise for you.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see, right? Now, there's another crap. We'll see. That means he's going to get me before we leave the show, right? Shoot.
Not at all.
Shoot. We'll see. That means you're going to get me.
I'm
challenging you, mister. What else have you got? Read some more of your thing. You ain't got nothing else on me? Well, when you say we going to see, I mean, you ain't going to see it the day or when you going to catch
It's always interesting watching a playback of one of these programs to see what happens, you know? In the sense of how people come over.
We got this thing taped.
Do you want to...
Do you want
another quote?
Now, I'll tell you another thing. Now, I wish he was here, the man who wrote it.
Well,
I preach against material things.
Yes.
When have I ever preached anything against material? I don't preach against material things. I teach our people and our religion that heaven is not on earth. I say heaven is not up in the sky. I mean, heaven is on earth. Hell is not underground. Hell is on earth. Not because I see a watch today I want to buy in the Hilton Hotel. The watch costs $6,000. I'm getting a watch for a reason. I have the nigga out there working. I wash some dishes, and my opinion don't mean a damn thing. I know that. Right. But let me tell you another thing. Why do I buy pretty cars? Because all of the educated people we're trying to convert to the Islamic faith. The thing is, you all don't have nothing. Elijah Muhammad Ali used to have a little old house, a real house, trying to be humble, and all the Negro preachers of Christianity will say to their followers, how can Elijah Muhammad be from God? He lives in a shack. Shouldn't God be able to bless him with a nice home? He wanted to be humble. He could have had a big home. He drove a little old car in his younger days trying to be humble. But they think you don't have nothing. Have something. Most people will join a church. You get a Catholic church, any kind of church, and build a church and put gold seats in it, put diamond carved speakers on the wall, put carpet in that church, and watch how many followers you will have in your church. Let another man preach a better word of God, let him have a little house with a storefront, and he won't hardly have no followers. People are, in this world, we love wealth. They respect people with money. So I have to buy these things, line them up. I don't run the door. I don't run right to the door and answer him. You go to meet Queen of England, I bet you. You don't walk right in and meet the Queen. You sit there for a while, and they take you to this room, and you sit there. Queen's probably sitting there watching the news. But make you wait. Make you think about what you're going to do. You go meet a president of a country. You don't go meet the country. They show you what he's building. They let you see what he's doing. And then when you meet the president, you realize who he is. So I'm trying to convert. I'm trying to wake up my people and help them. So I have to have these things. Otherwise, I'm broke. He's a Joe Louis. His managers take all his money. He made $5 million. He don't have nothing. Now, that's why you see these cars and stuff. Any more tricks? Any more traps?
No more traps at all. No, you can have the book with my compliments. One other thing I'd like to ask you, I'd like to ask you more than one. I'd like to ask you more than one other thing, actually. But what about the thing about money? Because a lot of boxers, as you said, Louis was a classic example of ended up with nothing at all.
Victims of the time. They came up with a time when black
Is it different now, Mohammed?
Not really. They don't make no money now. Jolo's made it, but he had trouble. Don't fight us today. They don't make much money. And then with the upkeep and way things cost, I'm the only one that's really making money. I'm the only fighter, and the ones that fight me make money. Don't no more make money. Only reason I really make it is because governments are paying for me. Yes. We got Iran wants us to fight. Egypt, Estonia, Russia. The governments are calling for us, not an individual hustling promoter. So I'm the only one really making money today.
But when you mention $10 million, it's a hell of a lot of money, isn't it? I mean, is it worthwhile really in the long run, do you think?
Yeah, it's worthwhile, but money's good. But as you say, my purpose ain't just money. After 10 million, the government take 5 million. And then after expenses might be $1 million. And then after manager, I might go home with $1,300,000, $1.5 million out of 10 million. $3.5 million out of 10 million.
That's what you take home.
It still ain't bad, but yeah.
We missed the best of you as an athlete in the 3 years or 3.5 years that you were.
No, you see the best now.
You think you're a better fighter now
Right
than you
now,
were then?
I don't run, I don't dance all the time, I'm strong. I was the young man a few years ago, now I'm the old man, now I'm more seasoned. I stood and took everything George had. I'll be here 5 more years before there's a threat of me being beat.
And when that threat comes along, it's a real threat, would you then pull out before you take the gamble of going out as the defeated
If I'm
champion?
the champion, I've defeated everybody, and a real threat is up, and I really believe I can't win, it'll be wise to get out while I'm on top.
Yeah. What, in fact, if you could build the fighter now who's going to defeat you, I mean, what qualities would he have to have?
He'd have to be about my height, a little taller. He'll have to be about 1/10 of a second faster. He'll have to hit real hard. He'll have to be faster than me on his feet. He'll have to be more experienced. And when you add it all up, it ain't nobody just going to come up like that. They got to build themselves up, and I see them while they're building. Nobody's just going to start fighting tomorrow and have these qualities.
No, it's going to take some time.
It takes time, and I don't see nobody on the horizon. If I'm not in condition, if I'm not serious, there's quite a few that might win.
Yes.
But if I'm serious, going the idea with Allah, God in my heart, and I'm fighting for a cause. See, I bring God into my fights. I'm not fighting for me. See, I'm not on this show talking just for publicity. Everything I do is a purpose involved. See, I'm not just here for money. You're not paying me. I'm serious. So what I'm doing is I'm serious. So like whenever I go, well, I don't know it. Whenever I go in the box, the officer said I'm getting paid. You didn't tell me.
That's right. The check's in the post.
You told me. I caught you too today, didn't I?
You won't trap me, man.
So I don't. Everything I do is for a purpose, and I'm seriously. I wear one suit a day. I can only eat one meal a day. I can't drive one car a day. Can't sleep in one bed a night. I have plenty of that. So I'm now seriously working for my people. That's all. I don't expect you to feel like I do. I don't feel about your people like you do. It's not nature. But for the black people of America, the Urban League, the NAACP, the civil rights, Martin Luther King being killed, all the civil rights leaders are dead and shot, or they're down. The white presidents and governors who tried to help us, they done got shot. Our people are still struggling. We've been at 400 years, worked in all the wars, died, built the country. We still try. All I want to do is to die a life Muslim fighting for my people. And this thing in boxing is serious with me. When you see me in the ring fighting, it's not just to prove I can beat this man. It's to beat this man and to go back to Chicago and walk Skid Row. Go to Harlem where the black people are taking needles every day. Dope is a big thing in America now. People are dying. Black women are walking the streets, prostituting themselves. When Muhammad Ali come out, for 1 hour they're righteous. So my fighting is for a purpose. To pray to Allah, represent Allah, and go back to the hells of America and walk the streets of my downtrodden people, because all big black people don't no more want to be black. I can say it loudly on television here in the world. No, I'm the only big $1 million making in the white man's world of prestige who speaks for his people 100% and don't give a damn about the money, being shot, take the title, take it all, and to go to jail tomorrow. I love my people, and I'm not going to sell them out, make no movies and mislead them and marry blondes, because I'm one Negro who the boss let me come in the castle and the rest of them in the fields catching hell. I'm going to the fields and represent them if it means die. So that's why I'll fight. So now you know from now on here, Muhammad Ali signed the fight is for freedom of black people. Now God is involved. What? Now you're fighting a spiritual holy war when you face me now.
But when you're fighting Joe Frazier, is that a spiritual
yes,
holy
sir.
war? Why?
Because he's the Uncle Tom.
Oh, he's not an Uncle
He's not.
Tom.
Why did he insist on calling me Cassius Clay when even the worst of the white enemies recognize Muhammad Ali? He keeps saying Clay. He's still Clay. He gonna stay Clay, and to me he's gonna always be Clay. He represents it. I know some of his girlfriends. I know more about Joe Frazier than you do.
Well, he came from a very, very humble background.
I don't care. He's the other type Negro. He's not like me. There's two type slaves. Joe Frazier's worse than you to me. Joe Frazier is a brother, but he's an enemy. He represents everything and stands for everything. He was with two black women in Salt Lake City, Utah. We boxed exhibition before I came over here, and the black women had on tight G-strings and miniskirts, and they were going to escort them to the ring, and they were going to escort me next. And I told them, I said, you mean it's 80% crowd out there, and the dominant people are European, and you're going to take, I said, you, the manager of these ladies, you want me to walk out there with my women half naked before all of these men with all kind of nasty thoughts on their mind, with her breasts out, her behind out, with nothing on but a tight G-string almost, carry me to the ring? I said, I won't do an exhibition tonight. I'm walking on myself. I'm not going to be guilty for carrying my women before the world naked, parading before people. I said, the damn exhibition's off. Joe Frazier said, hell, that's you, man. Come on, baby. And he went on out with his women. So I'll beat his behind for that. I won't get him for that. That's what I mean when I say Uncle Tom. See, he's a brother. One day he might be like me, but as of now, he works for the enemy.
Has anybody ever tried to shoot you?
I've been shot at twice.
Have you? When?
And one man came to my house with a gun, pulled it out, and wouldn't cock, and he foamed at the mouth and died.
Really?
Right? And you don't read it. Another man's going to kill Elijah Muhammad.
I didn't read
He went to kill Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X got shot, and he died in the bed foaming in the mouth. God watches us. And another man, two white men was on Mississippi, followed, so come in my life story book, Random House, followed me out of college in Mississippi, and they pulled me over, and they started shooting point blank, and the bullet didn't hit the car.
Johnny Spate, you're behind there. Do you want to ask Mohammed Ali a question before we wrap up proceedings?
Not really. All I want to say is that I think he's bloody marvellous. And when he was talking about how deprived the working classes are of the world, and my diamond ring fell off. I'm dieting probably, but I think he's marvellous. The only thing I was saying about Ali personally is that I don't agree with his chauvinistic attitude towards women. I think he's a bit like Elf Garnett that way.
Yeah.
He's rather Victorian, in fact. I think he's taken our terrible values in England, the Victorian values, and foisted them upon his own women folk. And I think they are as free and as equal as any man.
Yeah.
And they should be treated that way, but I've got a feeling that he talks today, he doesn't treat them that way, but probably he does, I don't know.
Come to that gentleman there with the last one. Yes, sir.
I'd like to corroborate what you said about black history and the British people and perhaps America. Certain books are deliberately locked away in the British Museum for fear of the people, the indigenous population here, gaining too much knowledge and turning against establishment. True. I have read these books, and I've had them taken away from my home by the British police.
I want to say this, all of you who say it's wrong,
yes.
You'd be surprised at stuff that your government itself, not here, but in any country, hides from the masses of the people. I understand that you had many black kings of this country that would have ruled if they went in order, but they just happened to be the king who screwed this black woman, had a son, and then they had to take him away somewhere. That's happened too. You don't know that? You had some black kings here by right if they kept him in order, or whose son was who, but that son just a little too dark.
I tell you what.
You'd be surprised. You got some black kings of England if you go on and follow your law.
One more question then we must wrap it.
Well, Mohammed, you've talked about black and white, and you have in the audience tonight some members of the England boxing team. England, and you'll see black and white faces.
Right, we know that.
And what does worry me, thinking in terms of your position as champion of the world, and the respect that a lot of people have got for you in this country, is that you could use that influence to unite as the ethics of sport require and not divide.
Yes, unite.
Unite the races.
Good question. You even got a hand for me. I'm sure how wrong everybody else will even clap if they think that's right. I'll say my wisdom. Now, you're right, unite. It'd be good if I could use this to unite. But even your Christianity teaching, all people agree, charity first begins at home. God helps those who helps themselves. That's all I got to say. It means you wrong, and everybody claps wrong. Negroes are cutting each other up. Oh, we pull each other down. You white people are not our trouble. White people really don't bother us. It's our own people fighting and killing and prostituting, black pimps selling their women to white men all around New York. We got to get together. I can't teach no unity. I come trying to unite you all. Some bigot can walk up who don't like uniting. You got white people who don't like blacks too. Can stand up and say, hell, you over here trying to unite England and the world, and hell, in Chicago, 37 Negroes got killed last weekend in different nightclubs. 37 Negroes, it's scary. 37 Negroes shot each other over women, or gambling, or ideal. Last week in Chicago, 37. We are not one. And once we get to be one, if there's any more love left, we say, all right, let's go over and unite with him. But we not together. So you had a good little question according to your knowledge. And all of you clapped, that was to your knowledge. But everything was wrong. I'm right in uniting mine first. Can't come over here messing with you. And when I say unite, how far should I unite? Should we integrate as far as your woman? Should I come over here looking for your woman? No, now we got to know how to integrate when we start integrating. I'm integrating today. His daughter, his whoever, I got girls of all races come to me every day. Hey, Mr. Jarvis a star. He's an English businessman. He's sitting in the lobbies of the hotel. Oh, how are you? All kind. How are you, ma'am? I treat you nice. I know where I belong. Nice meeting you. Bye-bye. Every man loves a son that look like himself. So if we're going to integrate, how far should we integrate? Should I come after your daughter because I can take advantage of her? I'm the world champion and she goes meet me tomorrow at the theater? No. You understand? So you got to put a barrier. You just don't jump up and start clapping for nothing.
Muhammad Ali, I must, in fact, close there. I like the assumption that you have that every time they clap, somebody makes a point contrary to you, they're wrong, but every time you make a point...
No, hold it, there goes your another crack. No, let me get back on you. I didn't say that. I will say this, okay? He's saying that I'm saying you're wrong because it wasn't what I agree. Now, you asked your question yourself, sir. I said every man should help himself first, to take care of his own family before going out and loan other people money. His children are hungry. Shouldn't a man help himself and unite his own self before he can break out and say, I want to help y'all? Should he try to help everybody and go in everybody else's country business, or should he straighten out his own house? What do you say?
That's right, Robert. Listen, let's look.
We all brothers. All right, then we all brothers. And that causes and I could go another hour on why we're not brothers and why you don't treat your people here like you brothers.
Right,
I can go on to that.
Look, I'm sorry, we got to...
I wish we could have another show.
Wrap it,
let me go out and bring up 25 blacks and let them tell me their problems and you show me why you brothers.
I enjoy being on your show.
You brothers now. I'm glad you came.
Listen, you'll come back next time you're here, huh?
I need some water, yeah.
Yeah? Right?
I'll come back anytime you want me because you keep me thinking and you got good questions and everything.
What's that?
Wrong glass. That's cleanliness. You don't drink after people.
That's right. It would have been a blow for integration, though.
My own mother. My own mother. I love my mother. I don't drink after my mother. I don't hate nobody.
No.
I don't dislike nobody, but I don't drink after nobody, especially a man. My wife, I drink after my wife. Ain't some of you people like this? Ain't some of you people, a fella turn up a Coca-Cola and drink? Would you? Some of you wouldn't drink it, would you? Fellas you don't know, would you drink it? I don't know what he do with his lips.
We've got a notion what you do with yours, which is you use them, you talk well, you talk entertainingly, and all I can
admire
say...
you for letting me on your show, and if you play this, I admire you more.
It will be played. Muhammad Ali, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.